Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Thriving Thursday. This is just a check-in to see how's everyone doing. I hope everyone is doing well, getting up and getting started with your day. If that's going to work, going to school, doing your own thing as an entrepreneur, or whatever you're doing today, I pray you have a blessed and a successful day. Wanted to come on. I had mentioned on Facebook talking about maybe doing a movie club instead of like a book club on the movie John Wick, just to get other people perspective because we go through life and we do different things and we're looking at movies. And for me, when I see a movie, God gives me revelations, or I just have thoughts on what it could mean. So one of the things that I learned with watching a John Wick, this is part 4. Hopefully you did go and see it. If not, it was a really good movie. Okay, so the first person I want to talk about is a young man in there, African American man, and he just was called a tracker. He was tracker, so he was tracking John Wick to take his life so he can get whatever they were paying for his life. Um, and he kept calling himself a nobody. And it just brought to my attention, how many times that we're thinking that our gifts, our things that God have called us to do, our purpose in life, is like we're a nobody. So if we call ourselves a nobody, it could be anybody. So I like that they gave him the name, or he kept saying, I'm just nobody, and he was a tracker. So are you tracking other people's lives? Are you tracking people on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, or just are you just tracking people just to see what kind of life they're living and wanting that same thing, but not willing to believe in yourself because you think you're a nobody? That's not true. You're tracking people and there's different things that you're looking at. Maybe that's the life that you want. Maybe it's a life that God has placed in your heart, that we can live an abundant life, more than we can ask or think. Maybe you're tracking that people, that person, because you think, oh, there's no way I can have those things. Only that person can. So you tracking, thinking that you're a nobody. But God has never made a nobody. He knew you even before he formed you in your mother's womb. So he had a purpose. You were destined for something. So while you're tracking, why don't you start tracking on yourself and just learning yourself, learning your gifts and talents, and presenting that to the world, and have other people start tracking you to see what they can become. Because if our light shine, we give the authority for other people's light to shine. So he was a tracker. So who are you tracking? What are you tracking them for? What is the purpose? What is the price that you're willing to accept? Because the guy in the movie who was a nobody, he kept bringing the price up of killing John Wick. So there was a price to be paid. And what was the price? I mean, it was more than what the guy was gonna pay, but he kept asking for more because there's more in you. There's more in you, and that's why you keep tracking. Now, ask God, ask people about your gifts and talents, and then go for it and believe that you can do the same thing that those people that you're tracking can do, because you're worth so much more than you think you are. So you're not a nobody, you're somebody to someone, and you're loved by God, which is the ultimate thing. So, as I was thinking, and this is what I was seeing different revelations about the nobody, at the end of the movie, the nobody, he was sitting there watching the duel between John Wick. He sat there, and John Wick went through the duel. Don't just sit on the sideline watching. It's time to come out. It's time to come out of your comfort zone. It's time to come out of those things that you don't believe would ever would happen. It's time to step out and be who God called you to be. So that's one of the revelations. There's so much more. And I like to just have other people tell me what they thought about the movie, about the characters, what that life lesson could be to them, what you perceive it to be. So that's what I mean when I say, let's do a movie club. Watch the movie and have other people's perception, because you don't think like I think. That means that, you have another way of seeing things. You have another way of perceiving a thing, and we all need each other so we can all grow, learn, and learn to love one another and learn to love God, and just forgive and trust and believe that we're not nobodies. Everybody is somebody to someone, especially to God. I love y'all, but God loves you so much more. Have a thriving Thursday. Be blessed. I love y'all, but God loves you so much more. Be blessed. Bye.